ladies on the panel. So some of you have boyfriends, or I want to say
Casi algo.
casiagos. But how do you think you keep a man long term? You would say, as a woman. We'll start here.
Yeah. How do you keep a guy long term?
How do you think?
I think transparency is like the biggest thing. So like being honest and understanding, having like just a baseline of being like a mature person, like being able to communicate general stuff.
So just being honest, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. For you?
I would join her actually. I would say also honesty, loyalty also is very important, and open communication. If something goes wrong in the relationship, don't hesitate to talk about it, whether that be for the women or for the guy. That's what I would say. And also the fact it's important to find a good partner. Like, it's very hard in our days, I feel, for whether you are, especially like for a man to find a good woman. But I would say like one of the most loyalty and open communication are really two major keys to, it depends on, if it's for women or men, I would say.
What about you?
That,
That's fine. What about you?
I would say like making sure that you're taking care of yourself and like prioritizing like your health, and not only like physically but also like emotionally, because you just don't want to bring bad energy into a relationship.
So you're saying in a nutshell, self-improvement at all times.
Absolutely.
That's good. That's good. What about you?
I would say consistency, like in the sense where you're like constantly like loving and soft and like keeping that communication with him.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of agree with them too. Like consistency and transparency.
I mean,
I agree with both of them.
You can't really talk because that nigga left you.
No, I mean, to be fair, like he was the one that was bringing me down. Like I stopped doing so much. Like I didn't even have a job because he wouldn't let me be in the same room as another man. So like that's kind of hard.
But he took care of you though, right?
No, absolutely not. He lives with his mom and his parents. I'm telling you.
And you took orders from him?
Yes,
That's on you.
that's how dumb I was. Yes, that's how dumb I was. But he
That's a life
manipulated me
lesson.
really good. Yes, he did. Absolutely.
Like that manipulated me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You fell for it,
Yeah.
man.
I really
Fantastic.
did. I took an L.
For me, it's confidence. I think when a woman is confident in herself and she loves herself, and it makes the man feel like, oh shit, if I don't take care of her, she's gonna get someone else.
You think a man cares about your confidence? Be
of
honest.
your confidence,
Go,
your
queen.
self-worth, like, yeah, you're a man, I love you, but that doesn't mean you're worth more than me. Like, I think you can't really keep a man if he doesn't want to be there. He'll only stay with you if he really wants you. You can't make someone love you.
So how does confidence help then?
When you're confident in yourself.
How does that help at all?
When you're
I'm confident that you won't leave me. Bye, bitch.
Like, that doesn't do nothing.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is when
Shit.
you're confident in yourself and you love yourself, you're basically letting him know, if you don't take care of me, someone else will.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Next.
No, that
Fantastic.
kind of makes sense.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
bye, nice.
Okay, that's your reasoning.
No.
Yeah, confidence.
It ain't right though, but okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
What about you?
Yeah, like confidence. I recently just turned 21, and like as I turned 21, I thought back like when I was like 19, 18, and like had been in relationships with guys, and I didn't have like the confidence and like self-love, and like men, I feel like can tell like when you don't like yourself, then you're like easier to manipulate, like, oh, I want you to stay away from men, like stupid shit like that.
I was
like
insecure.
like, and if you're like
Hated
secure of
myself.
yourself and like you love yourself, you can be like, who are you? You're just some guy. Like, I can do whatever I want. I'm my own person. I have my own life. Like, you're in a relationship. You're two different individuals, like, to be together, not like to be like, like
Not to be a competition.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You're gonna come with that attitude to a man and say, "All right, nigga, I don't need you. There's many others," and you're gonna say,
I don't need you, but I definitely would want you in my life, and like I would want your love and like affection and like to have you in my life, but I certainly don't need you.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Do you
I
think a
agree.
woman, hold on, let me ask you something. Would someone behave appropriately if they wanted something more or if they needed something more?
Wants and needs are completely different. You have certain wants and needs in relationships.
Yeah, but like, what are you if you need something versus you want it, which one are you going to work harder for? The thing that you need or the thing that you want?
If the thing that I need doesn't come necessarily naturally, maybe you're not the right person for me. Which is like hard to say, and like that goes back to what she said on communication. But like like what would you need in a relationship? Like what's your top 3 needs?
Well, men typically want the same things, which is why I'm trying to say, like, it's
We're working
men are
up
very
to it.
similar and simple to please. That's why when girls say that stuff, like, "Oh, he's not the one for me," it's like, well, then you probably alienated yourself from a bunch of guys. They're just not being honest with you.
Also, we're better together than apart, men and women.
Yeah, I agree with that totally.
So
Yeah.
you should need a man on some level.
Definitely yes.
Yeah, they're
but
necessary.
at the same time, like if a man is not providing me what I need, then I will look elsewhere as a woman.
Understandable.
You know.
But if you're with the guy, that automatically assumes he's probably providing you with something that you need, because girls reject
Hopefully.
most men that come to them.
Hopefully. But
'Cause-
like she was saying,
I did
I
not.
was saying
He literally had
her-
nothing. He was a drug dealer.
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry.
You chose him.
Yeah, you
Yo,
chose
this is on you.
It's because
Yeah,
no,
you
it
picked
was
him.
on me. It was on me. It was
Okay.
on me.
So
But
don't blame
like,
him.
it's because I don't judge based off like
Bro.
career and status or nothing anything like that.
This
Why
is your
not?
life.
I didn't
Your youth.
actually. Now I do. Now I do. I completely do.
Okay, you.
I won't lie. But at the time, I did not judge at all. Like I
Leo,
just
Leo.
loved
Yo,
him
Leo,
for
call him,
him.
bro.
Yeah, Leo,
Leo,
man.
call him,
Come
man.
on, man.
See, I think that whole mindset of, oh, I want a man versus I need a man. I think women need to operate on the premise that they need a man, because when you operate as if you need a man, you're gonna do what's required to keep him, and well, to get him and to keep him. But when you're like, oh, I just want a man, well, you're gonna do the bare minimum and think he's gonna sit around. And my thing is, if you want a more attractive guy that has options, right, which is what women want, a guy that's taller, makes money, all this shit. Other women want him too, so you're gonna have to work and be like, no, I need you, and then he's gonna be like, oh fuck, okay, she's willing to do what's required. Like, for example, you need a job, right? So you're gonna do what's required for that job to keep that job, correct? But if you just want a job, you're not gonna work as hard. And I think a woman can't really love you or be attracted to you unless she's working for you to some degree.
And
Yeah.
the problem is choosing the wrong guy and giving him the wife duties that you give to the right guy is what fucks you up, because now you're giving a guy
Yes.
that doesn't deserve it. And he said, "Oh, all niggas are bad." No, they're not.
No.
You just choose wrong.
No. And I don't say like all men are bad. Like I do believe there's like, you know, if it comes genuinely to me, I'll allow it. But right now I'm just like, I'm good. You know, I'm just focused on me. You know.
All right.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. What about you?
What about you?
I just think that respect and have like being mature and also like
Not hitting people.
not hitting, bro. Like being in a relationship, also like try to do things new in a relationship. Like men tend. I feel like some men tend to get bored of the relationship. Maybe they're just in the same routine. Maybe
So
like
you hit him to switch it up a little bit? Hey, bitch.
no, but
Keep him
like
on
I
his
just feel like
toes.
things were just getting bored. We're also very young, so like living together wasn't the best choice. But like I said,
Yeah.
doing things new in a relationship, respect, and just being mature, it's part of the growth of the relationship.
Okay.
All right. Question for you, ladies. How often did you make food for your guy when you guys were together?
We had like a calendar.
Calendar. What do you mean calendar?
Yeah, we had a calendar. So
Like
for
meal
example-
chores?
Yeah, for example, like if I'm in school and it's a Monday, you had to make food. If it's
Oh,
a
so
Tuesday,
you guys were 50-50 with making food.
yeah.
Okay. What about you? How often did you make your guy food?
Never.
Fantastic.
But let's have a question in here as well.
But
Can
also,
you cook right after?
Okay.
So-
I learned how to cook this past year.
Okay.
Like I really committed myself to being like, okay, like, you know, one day, like I would totally
I think
love-
every girl here on the panel. Can every girl here on the panel cook or no?
Yes.
Every single one?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
So even though,
Okay.
LOL.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've never made food for your guy. Fantastic. What about you?
We basically.
How often?
Well, if I was at home before him, I would make it. If he was home before me, he would make it.
So 50-50 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Given that he lived with his family.
You never
his
made food
parents-
for him?
I know, I did. I would
Okay.
help his mom in the kitchen all the time.
Okay.
All the time.
But not every day, but
No, literally all the time.
okay.
Like every single meal. I would
So you'd
be
cook with
there.
mom?
I would help her. Yeah.
All right.
for
What about
sure.
you?
2 to 3 times a day, depending if I had time to make breakfast.
You would cook for your guy 2 to 3 times a day?
Mm.
And have a full-time job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Dominicans, man.
Or did
I
you
have
just
to.
make it all at one time and then just have it ready?
No, like when I would get home from work and then dinner. And then if I had time for breakfast before I left, I would make it. If not, then
For you and him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good for you.
All right. What about you? How often do you make food for your guy?
So he loves to cook, but I will cook probably like a couple times a week. I love making desserts, so I make a lot of desserts.
So what? 3 to 5 times a week you cook?
2 to 3.
2 to 3. And then does he cook more than you do?
Yeah,
Is he a chef or something?
No.
He just enjoys it?
he likes cooking. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whatever works.
Yeah, yeah,
I ain't doing that shit though.
Yeah, I mean, everybody different.
Yeah.
What does he do for work?
He works in risk management. He's a lawyer.
Okay. What about you?
Every day when I was like with him together, so for a vacation where we're
At least once a day, or
sorry?
every day? Or you said every
no,
day? How many
every
times?
day. So
how many times?
morning for lunch and dinner.
You would cook him 3 meals a day.
Yeah, but there are times there, for example, on dinner we went to restaurants, but other than that, yeah, I try every day.
Yeah.
All right. What about you? How often did you cook for your guy?
Never. We were both like broke college students eating ramen.
Okay.